What's up guys, I'm Alpha, and welcome to my review of the Nerf Elite 2.0 Flipshots Flip-32. This thing is something else. Well, I guess we'll start with a front to back overview. At the front we have this giant barrel system, and then its little flipping thing. It has this little safety switch on it to where, like, you have to pull that down to do it, so like you don't accidentally flip the mechanism just because of how funky this thing is. But yeah, it holds 32 shots, 16 in the front, 16 in the back. Yeah. Up at the top here is the tactical rail. I don't know why you would need to mount an optic on this thing, considering how difficult it would be to aim. At the back here is the trigger grouping. This is the trigger, and then the lever action priming handle. Basically, you pull this forward, pull it back, and then you can fire. It's that simple. Yeah, and in the back, it is a fixed stock. It's actually a really nice stock. It's nice and long to support the front of this thing. It's got a nice little cheek pad too. Yeah. That's the overview of this thing. For how giant it is, it's surprisingly simple. And also the trigger is 2-stage. So basically you, in one ratchet of the priming handle, you can shoot 2 darts. Either via burst or shotgun. And I'm now going to demonstrate that, because it's now time to fire it. And now pulling the trigger down hard to shotgun blast. And now we will flip for a different angle. And now we are enlarged to show detail, except I had to move the camera back because of how much of a behemoth this thing is. Again, the last 4, shotgun blast. Alright, now for my analysis and final thoughts. Alright, now for my final thoughts on this thing. The flipping system actually works really well. As you can clearly see. I will say I did really, yeah, if you really slam it back, it will misalign, but no one's going to be that hard with it. Like, not even anyone using it in a war is going to be that hard with it, because even then you can still go kind of fast with it and still be deliberate enough to get it aligned. Allergies. But anyways, I would not recommend this one specifically for smaller buyers because of how big this thing is. Like, I'm 6 feet tall and I consider this thing massive. Anyone like below 5'5" is probably going to have a little bit of trouble wielding this monster. So there is that to take into consideration. Overall, my opinion, this thing is a ton of fun. Again, I love the Rough Cuts platform. And this is a quad rough cut on a scavenger. I even have a scavenger back there. This thing is just basically 4 rough cuts. Yes, the rough cut is making yet another cameo. On a sling fire or a scavenger or whatever the lever action is nowadays. But yeah, this thing is absolutely massive, and it is a massive amount of fun. Objective to buy or not to buy, this thing is really high capacity, it's really good, and it is a ton of fun. It gets about the typical range you'd expect for stock Elite. It is a smart AR system, so it may lose a little FPS and a little range over time. But who cares? It's a shotgun. Yeah, it's tons of fun. I feel like really anyone would want to play with this, even just to plink with it. Yeah, that's my review of the Flip-32. Flip out. I don't know.